Okay, I'm gonna be watching Jurassic Park Rebirth in about 12 hours. 12, 15 hours. Let's check out this video by Critical Drinker. This is Jurassic World Rebirth is a cinematic abortion.
If ever there was a perfect example of Hollywood's ability to take a great concept and slowly run it into the ground with endless cash grab sequels, it's
I can name about 20 of those.
got to be Jurassic Park.
Okay,
The original movie was an all-time classic of modern cinema, seamlessly blended together a compelling script full of action, intrigue, and wonder.
I think the second one's pretty fucking good, by the way. I don't know how y'all rank the Jurassic Park movies, but the second one was fucking great.
A great cast of characters who actually made smart decisions and acted like real human beings, cutting-edge visuals, and a story that dealt with thought-provoking ideas like the power and danger of science gone wrong, man's attempts to play God, and nature's ability to fight back. It's
also probably the first, like, quote-unquote scary movie I ever saw. Like, this movie terrified me as a kid, but I fucking loved it.
one of the first movies that I ever saw in the cinema, and probably the only film I went back to rewatch multiple times. I say all this because if you ever want to experience the kind of cinematic whiplash that'll leave you paralyzed from the neck down, then watch the original Jurassic Park right before going to see Jurassic World Afterbirth, a movie that I can best describe as anti-storytelling.
There's no shocker there. Honestly, with the Jurassic Park movies, Jurassic World, whatever you want to call them, I think the first Jurassic World was a really good movie. But they kind of suffer with the same pattern that the Jurassic Park movies did. And a lot of movies in general do. They just try to up the ante, the level, the monsters, the villain, whatever it might be. Star Wars 7, they try to make a bigger and badder Death Star type shit. It's not a moon, it's a whole planet. It doesn't devour, just one world. It devours many at the fucking same time, and it harnesses the power of the sun, bitch. It doesn't use crystals. But a lot of projects suffer from that, especially the sequels in general. And I kind of expect that going into the movie to begin with. It's kind of like not Fantastic Four, which I'm excited to watch as well. There's a lot of movies I'm watching this week, but the Fast and Furious franchise, they've done it, and since there's so many of those movies, it's just fucking ridiculous at this point. But I'm excited because it has Black Widow in it. That's pretty much it.
That is one big pile of shit.
Ooh.
Driven by a paper-thin and completely nonsensical plot that takes forever to get going and eventually peters out into the most anticlimactic ending imaginable, a bloated cast of characters with no discernible personalities and nothing even resembling brains or
Okay, for a second I wasn't even sure if that was Scarlett Johansson in the other shot. But yeah, it looks like her. I don't even know if that's, like, I never saw someone say Scarlett Johansson, but I just assumed it was her. I've seen, like, this trailer twice.
Dense, played by actors who seem to have no idea why they're even in the movie. It's really nothing but a series of goofy, boring, and disappointingly bloodless action scenes that mean nothing, accomplish nothing, and made me feel, well, nothing. Let's get the plot summary over with
Sounds like the last one.
quickly so that Universal Studios can hit me with yet another frivolous copyright claim that takes a month to resolve. Seriously, if I ever find the guy at your studio who keeps doing this, I will personally go to his house and shit in places that will leave him confused for the rest of his life.
Don't do that. That's not a good idea.
Fucking believe that, shitheads. Anyway, so the movie stars an affable-looking Scarlett Johansson as tough mercenary lady who gets recruited by shady corporate guy to lead an off-the-books mission to Monster Dinosaur Island, which is deep inside a quarantine zone, to recover genetic material they can use to create a new wonder drug to treat human heart disease, because dinosaurs apparently don't suffer from heart disease.
Yeah.
No shit.
You know why? Because dinosaurs...
This video is going to ruin the experience for me, probably going to see the movie. Should I watch this still? It won't ruin the experience, but it's going to ruin this plot. Which, I mean, I don't expect there to be much of a plot to begin with. So, no, we're good.
Dinosaurs don't sit on their fat arses all day staring at computer screens while shoveling chemical-laden crap down their fleshy gullets.
He's out of line. but he's right.
Anyway, I digress. To help with the DNA extraction, they're bringing along Science Man, who's an expert in dinosaurs but has never actually seen one in the wilds. Oh yeah, and they charter a boat owned by generic sidekick guy to get them ashore. Things are going just great until they get a distress call from diverse modern family whose sailboat got attacked by water dinosaur.
It's weird. He said that he's an expert on dinosaurs, but he's never seen one in the wild. And I'm like, well, isn't that typical? But then I forget this is like the 6th or 7th or however movies there's been. Oh, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. So at this point, it's like, how have the dinosaurs just not taken over the world at this point? Like, that would be an interesting concept, like Jurassic World or Jurassic World. Like, the whole world has been taken over by fucking dinosaurs. That would be pretty interesting.
What the fuck were they doing inside the quarantine zone? How did they even manage to get in there without being spotted? What father in his right mind would knowingly take his children into such a dangerous place for no
It's called plot armor. Drinker, calm down.
apparent reason? Just don't think about it too much. So they rescue diverse modern family, but oh no, then they get attacked by the water dinosaurs, which forces them to drive their boat directly onto the rocks and wreck it. Fuck it, just go with it. And for some reason, diverse modern family all jump overboard and get separated from the others for the rest of the movie. But tough mercenary lady's not about to give up yet and decides to stick to the plan and recover the DNA, then get themselves onto a rescue chopper that will pick them up in 24 hours. Wait, if they have access to a helicopter, why don't they just use that to get to the island instead?
What the fuck?
Just don't worry about it.
Who the fuck was like, okay, Lord of the Rings is a really good movie, but you know that one fucking scene? Let me just remove all his teeth except for one.
But this isn't just any old island, don't you know? It's Monster Dinosaur Island, where they left behind all the genetic freaks that were too scary or dangerous to use in the original theme park.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that their DNA is all corrupted and shit and too dangerous to use in humans? Don't worry about it. Also, why are most of the dinosaurs on the island perfectly normal looking and would have made excellent additions to the park? Don't worry about it.
Oh,
so they get the DNA and reunite with diverse modern family at an abandoned research base which is somehow still fully functional after 20 years. Then the Ryan Kinellosaurus shows up and eats shady corporate guy.
Okay, I do remember watching this trailer. What the actual... who the fuck was like, this is the... You know, the T-Rex was cool, and then the bigger T-Rex was cool, and the biggest T-Rex was cool. But let's just fucking throw a fucking alien from Alien vs. Predator in there. Fuck it. Like, why not? Let's just throw him a curveball. Like, what the... This doesn't even look like a fucking dinosaur, bro.
And generic sidekick guy sacrifices himself to let the others escape, but then he turns out to be okay anyway because he survived somehow.
That's
How
nice.
exactly did he manage to get away from the Ryan Kinellosaurus? Just... don't worry about it. Then they all leave and that's it. That's the movie over.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having...
I'm excited to go watch it now. It sounds like a really fun time. Did I get the D-box seats? Actually, no, I didn't get the D-box seats because I was trying to... But, you know, I'm going to Cinemark. I can get a couple beers and shit, you know. I'm going to have a good old time. Good old time.
Listen to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
You know, my first thought when the credits rolled was, what the fuck was the point in this film? I mean, it's basically...
Sounds like the experience I had at the last Mission Impossible, which is a tragedy because there was a lot of scenes that were really fucking cool.
a bunch of people I don't care about going to a place I'm not particularly interested in to do a thing that doesn't really matter anyway. Then there's all the abandoned plot threads that are introduced but go absolutely nowhere, like the ancient ruins in the cliffside, or the crashed chopper from a previous expedition, or the traumatic backstory for tough mercenary lady. It's like the studio came up with the plot by doing a single brainstorming session, taking the first pitch that someone spitballed together and just ran with it.
Most likely what happened is they tried to write this movie for a while and they went past the deadline and they were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna run with this shit. Because I feel like that's pretty much what happens all the time.
And before anyone jumps in with the old, it's a Jurassic Park movie, drinker, it's not...
True. No, 100% true. I expect that from, like I said, Fast and Furious, you know, Jurassic Park movies. What else is there? There's so many of these, just like turn off your brain, enjoy the cool graphics. I would say Transformers, but I mean they've had some good hitters these lately.
Not supposed to be smart argument. Fine, I can handle a dumb thrill ride if that's what these movies have devolved into now, but I at least expect it to make some kind of fucking sense. And that's the thing, this movie doesn't. The plot relies on...
You know what doesn't make sense? Because I keep on seeing this guy and I keep on thinking it's Pedro Pascal. You know, I feel like Pedro was supposed to be in this fucking movie, right?
The most insane contrivances and coincidences just...
Yeah, that's not him.
to hold it together.
It's like the off-brand version, a little bit more masculine looking.
Like, oh my goodness, isn't it convenient that diverse modern family and tough mercenary girl just happened to arrive at the same place at the same time for the finale? Or how literally the entire movie is predicated on a Snickers wrapper getting sucked into a fucking air vent. I'm not kidding, by the way, that's literally what kicks off the entire events of this film.
What? I mean, that kind of stuff has always been in Jurassic Park, right? Especially like when the fat guy's running outside and it's raining with the vials and the whipped cream and all that kind of stuff, and he gets killed by that fucking thing because he gets scared and slips and falls because he's being a fat ass. Like, you know, that stupid humor has always been around in the franchise, or it has at least been in it.
Character motivations meander all over the place with zero explanation. The cast is way too bloated for the plot that sustains them.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking characters.
And the narrative jumps backwards and forwards between diverse modern family and tough mercenary ladies grouped with such massive chunks that you actually start to forget what everyone's doing and why. And I'm not kidding, the diverse modern family are such a bunch of hapless comedy retards that I was actually rooting for the dinosaurs by the ends. The script also can't seem to decide who the main character is. I mean, it should probably be Science Man since he's a more logical and relatable POV character than tough mercenary lady, but I guess Scarlett Johansson's a bigger name, so she's awkwardly shuffled into the top spot.
She's also hot, you know.
Instead, the problem though is the script can't seem to decide what kind of character she even is. Is she a cold-hearted killer who's just out for money, a quippy and light-hearted hero with a flirtatious side, or a troubled ex-soldier with a dark past? I don't fucking know. The script tries to make her a bit of everything and it's just as tonally diluted as you might think.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson struggles through the movie with the faintly baffled smile of a star who can't wait to cash that paycheck and get
100%. That's also one of the biggest reasons I want to go watch this movie. It seemed like she got fucking axed after she left Marvel. You know, that whole situation. I don't know. I can't recall if she actually sued him or not, but I know there was talks of that happening. I mean, this was a long time ago, right after, you know, the Black Widow movie and that whole situation. I think that's what actually kicked it off. But I'm just happy because phenomenal actress, you know, and I hope she gets more parts because she's a huge star, and I don't know why she wouldn't be, you know, in more movies these days. I mean, look at Pedro Pascal. He's in practically fucking everything these days. Like, come on. Throw her a bone.
Get the fuck out of there. And quite frankly, I don't blame her. Generic sidekick guy is a perfect example of how to waste a really good actor. Mahershala Ali is a talent just waiting to be used, but the movie gives him nothing to do. He's just kind of there, functionally identical to tough mercenary lady with this.
This is probably also a systematic problem where, like, if you've heard of these directors and producers, you know, pretty much creating a cast and the following that they have and putting that together and trying to create something off of that, and like trying to get as much engagement as possible and hit as many boxes as possible instead of, you know, emphasizing telling a story. You know what I mean? Like, we want to go to a movie to watch a story unfold and us be transported into a different dimension, into the movie itself, and understand and feel the story. You know, something that takes our mind away from our daily lives and daily issues and daily stress. That's why we want to go to the movies. Not to sit there and be like, what the fuck is this? Try to understand exactly, you know, why things are happening the way they do and they don't make sense. Not like a actual smart, you know, story that, you know, foreshadows certain things and has good twists and, you know, is written very well. Like, for instance, Andor season 2. Something that just makes you fucking think because it's just written so poorly and it doesn't explain anything and it has plot holes everywhere. Like, that's annoying as fuck. And if that's gonna be the case, bro, Well, I already said I was gonna fucking drink, so I'm gonna have a good old time.
Same backstory and personality, and eating up a lot of character beats that should have gone to her instead. You know, it's really not that hard to come up with a fun story for a Jurassic World movie, but holy fuck, you'd never think so from watching this steaming pile of dinosaur shit. Jurassic World Afterbirth is everything I hate about modern cinema. It's what happens when a studio has too much money, too much resources, and absolutely no idea what to do with any of it. It's a movie that should have been aborted long before it emerged into the world, and if you value your wallet or your sanity, you'll skip this one and just rewatch the original instead.
Or just go watch Matinee.
Believe me, you'll have a lot more fun. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
I'm interested to see this movie regardless. It's Drinker, right? And he's probably right. We'll see. But hey, I gotta see for myself. I can't just take you on your word for it. I heard a rumor that Pedro Pascal is suing Universal for not casting him as the diverse dad. Dude, every time I saw him, I was like, is that Pedro Pascal? Or is this like the Temu version? Like, what's happening here, man? What's happening? Like, come on, bro. Like, where is he? Where is he at? Where is he at? Is that his kid? Like, dude, I think this guy's gonna get a lot of roles, man. I really do. Because some reason we just need a character that feels like Pedro Pascal and fucking everything. It's crazy. Like Reed Richards. Oh man, I can't wait to watch that movie. The premise is cool about it, you know, a Fantastic Four team losing and the world ending, but whatever. Let's read more of these comments. Also, if you go sub to the Critical Drinker, phenomenal video, like his video. Tell him the eethur sent you. Where were we? I was waiting for Johansson to encounter the deadliest dinosaur yet. The what the fuck? Male Caesasaurus. Bro, what? The male Caesasaurus. Oh, that was gross. I'm sorry. I respect Scarlett Johansson's desire to escape the male gaze and avoid watching this. What? The male? What are they talking about? The male gaze. Jesus. Phenomenal video, man. My name is Trace Wish. Comment down below with your thoughts, your reaction to this video. Like the video, hit the sub button, and I will have my review out tomorrow. Cause it'll be tomorrow. I'll give you the review, and I won't hold back. I don't think Drinker spoiled anything, honestly. All that shit. I mean, I kind of expected, but we'll see. We'll see for ourselves, shall we? Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.